words of Barbara Walters, this is 2020. Yep, it's the 2020 part of the high school basketball season tonight, and it's a big one, too, between the Barren County Trojans and Trojanettes against the Glasgow Scotties and Lady Scotties. Hi from Scotty Jim, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, courtside here from Glasgow High, and Trojanettes coming at 10-3, Glasgow 7-2. Lady Scotties have a 1-0 district record, while Barren County is 2-0 in district play. Glasgow ranked 5th in the region this week. Barren County number 2, as they have been all season long, so far behind Bowling Green. Trojanettes have won 7 of the last 8. Glasgow has won 5 in a row. And Robert, good to have you back. Happy New Year. And hope you had a good Christmas and a good 2-week break, I guess you could say. At least somebody had a break.
Well, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I know you travel with the team. I missed everybody, but you always do a great job. And I know everybody appreciates you traveling with them and bringing everybody as many games as possible when they're away and you have to be away. So I know that's appreciated. I know several people listened, heard some just random comments. I wasn't even in conversation, just random comments saying how well you do. So we always wonder if anybody's listening. So I know there were several listening, and thanks for doing that. But tonight we come back after, to be honest with you, 4 non-competitive games.
Yeah.
The girls, 4 out of 4 games were just non-competitive. We got a lot of playing time for some kids. I know Macy Lockhart, for instance, was one of the names that coaches mentioned. Got some much-needed playing time because she's going to be a big factor tonight, I really feel, and we'll have to play well for us to win. But, you know, one of those games we lost, but 3 out of our 3 losses have been the top 25 teams. We've lost to the number 1 team in the 4th region, the number 1 team in the 5th region, and I think Anderson's in the 8th. Is that right?
Right.
Number 1 team in the 8th. So it's not like we've lost to bad teams. We've lost to some really, really good teams, and tonight we're going to have to get right back at it. Tonight and then Tuesday night, we play 2 really good teams, and I think that'll be a real kind of a punch in the face. Get back, get after it real quick, and see where we are.
Mm-hmm. Barren County has won 4 of the last 6 meetings against Glasgow, and you go back to 2008, 2009, and the last time Glasgow had a losing record as Justin Stinson in his 10th season here at Glasgow. They were 21-10 last year. Barren County beat Glasgow twice out of 3 times. Of course, one of those was in the district championship. The last time the 2 teams had met was in the district championship game, which the Trojanettes won 41-31 and in that ball game. And then it was 53-45 the other outing. Glasgow won 51-38. And that was here, the first matchup of the season last year. But Coach Justin Stinson's had an outstanding career so far in his 10 years. They've had winning seasons ever since he's been here.
I'll be honest with you. He's had some really good players.
Yeah.
Really, really good players when you think about what he's had over the years, and he's done well with them. He has some really good players on this team, and to be honest with you, we have some tough matchups. We'll talk about it throughout the game, but I think Gore's a really tough matchup. She's a load, and to be honest with you, I don't think we have anybody in guard her. You saw that in Bowling Green, and that's not saying anything bad about anybody we have on the team.
Right.
And that's why I've said all along, McKenzie was a huge loss for us. She would guard those players. So how do we guard her? Obviously, Adwell's really, really good, but they have some good complementary pieces. So that's why this is a tough matchup for us. And this, obviously, you want to win, but I'm not real sure how much winning is important tonight. Because you're going to be the 1 or 2 seed more than likely, and you're going to play Glasgow in the region or the district championship. So, you know, you want to see where we are. You want to see how we can throw some certain things at them tonight. And if you win, you win. We'll just see how it comes out.
This is the Zaxby's pregame report with the new Caribbean jerk filet sandwich or the boneless wings meal, the chicken vacation of the Caribbean, and also brought the spice of the islands home with it. They paired their signature hand-breaded filet with their fruity, sweet, and spicy Caribbean jerk sauce and added in sliced banana peppers, crisp lettuce, and mayo, served with a toasted potato bun. Make it a meal with crinkle fries and a 22-ounce Coca-Cola freestyle drink at Zaxby's. We'll have more of the pregame report coming up after this break as you're listening to Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icons.
If you're like
About 11 and a half minutes away from the Trojanettes and the Lady Scotties here in Game 1 of our 15th District doubleheader tonight from Glasgow High. Trojanettes 10-3, 2-0 in district play. The two wins in the district have been over Monroe County, 69-37, and Allen County Scottsville, 65-36. Glasgow 7-2 on the season, 1-0 in district play. That win came against Monroe County, the first game of the season, 65-39. Their other wins have been over Greenwood by 1 point. They went on a 5-game win streak. Adair County, Warren Central, Boyle County, Greene County, and Nelson County. And it's a team that shoots 45.3% from the field, 28.2% behind the arc. They've hit 37 threes this year. They shoot 55.6% from the foul line. They average 36 rebounds a game. And on the scoreboard, they're scoring about 60 points a game, holding their opponents to 43 and a half. Trojanettes are averaging 59 points a game, giving up 46, and shooting about 44% from the field, 31.6 on threes. They've hit 60 three-point shots so far this year, and they average 63.7% of the free throw line and 25 rebounds a game. Trojanettes have won 7 of the last 8. Glasgow has won 5 in a row. Trojanettes coming off the 5th place finish in the Berea Holiday Classic with wins over Lexington Frederick Douglass 75-27, Berea 58-33, and Owen County 61-39. The loss was to Anderson County 56-21. We'll come back with more of our pregame coverage in a moment, brought to you by Zaxby's, as you're listening to Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Bauer, Jay Turner, courtside at Glasgow High School Gym. The Trojanettes and Lady Scotties in Game 1 of our 15th District doubleheader. There are other games going on around the region tonight as we take a look at the area schedule, brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, carrying it a better way day by day. Bowling Green girls are at Barnstown. Bowling Green boys taking on Bullitt East at the South Oldham Classic, while the Warren Central boys are playing South Oldham at the South Oldham Classic. Warren Central girls are at Butler County tonight. Metcalfe County girls are at South Warren. South Warren boys playing Hendersonville, Tennessee Beach at the Graves County Classic. Greenwood boys against Canal Winchester Harvest Prep of Ohio at the Louisville Holy Cross Classic. And in girl boy doubleheaders tonight, Clinton County's at Cumberland County, district doubleheader there. Another district doubleheader between Franklin Simpson at Russellville, Todd Central and Logan County, all district doubleheaders. Greene County and Hart County, District 18. And Russell County is at Monroe County tonight for a girl-boy doubleheader. That's a look at your area schedule, brought to you by NHC Healthcare Glasgow, carrying it a better way day by day. Well, we've been busy this week with some freshman and JV games this week. Monday, boys basketball, freshman won over Russell County 38-30, and the JV won over Russell County 48-29. And then last night, the freshman girls beat Glasgow 39-36, and the boys freshmen beat Glasgow 49-19. The JV won 56-36.
It's all positive all the way down the sheet.
Yep. So, again, the Trojanettes come in ranked number 2 in the region, Glasgow number 5 in the region. Coach Justin Stinson has taken a couple of teams to the state tournament, and that was in 2012 and in 2014 when they won the 4th region and went to the Sweet 16. But the 2 losses for Glasgow have been over South Warren, 53-48, down at the 14th versus 15th challenge, and a 5-point loss to Russell County, 51-46. We mentioned the 3 losses to for Barren County, all to top-rated teams. So that's how it looks for the 2 sides, Trojanettes and Lady Scotties. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. They're brought to you by SCRTC. Get things started with SCRTC's fast and reliable internet speeds today. Coach Justin Stinson in his 10th season. His assistant coaches are former Russell County Lady Laker coach Craig Pippin, along with Fred Stockton, Kelsey Kirkpatrick, and Shalika Smith. They'll start Ansley Adwell, a 5'11 junior that averages 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. She was voted the number 8 player in the region in the preseason coaches poll. Dynasty Page is a 5'6 junior, averaging 5.8 points a game. Nina McMurtry, a 5'7 sophomore, averages just over 6 points a game. Kayla Bradley, a 5'8 senior that averages 9.2 points and 6.5 rebounds. And the other starter, Ashadi Gore, a 6-foot senior, averaging 19.5 points and 12.3 rebounds a game. And she was voted the number 5 player in Region 4 among the coaches. There are 4 seniors on this Lady Scotty team. Only 2 start, though, Bradley and Gore. Adwell, Page, and McMurtry, juniors or sophomore. McMurtry is sophomore. Adwell and Page are juniors. And so the key will be for the Trojanettes to try to contain Gore on the inside.
Yeah, we mentioned that earlier, and I said she was a tough matchup. You mentioned her stats, 19 a game. She averages 12 rebounds a game as well. She shoots 63% from the field. That's I mean, obviously because she's getting points in the paint. She's getting some touches that are point-blank shots, but we have to eliminate her from catching it, being able to score easy. We have to force Adwell to shoot the basketball. She does not like the three-point shot. So it's very important tonight to know the scouting report because they have certain kids that only shoot threes. They have certain kids that can't shoot the three, and Gore's going to put her back in the paint, and she's going to try to score that way. So I'm not saying they're a one-dimensional team because they have kids that shoot threes and obviously people that can score in the paint, but they have kids that are one-dimensional, and we have to be very, very certain who's guarding who. I think we can switch with our guards up top because I think they're pretty interchangeable. Katie, Raven, and Elizabeth should be able to switch on their guards, but it comes down basically to can we guard the paint and can we rebound with them. Adwell, obviously a guard, but she rebounds the ball really well too. She's her second leading rebounder, 7 a game, so that's pretty good from that guard position.
Fourth-year coach Piper Lindsay at Barren County, your alma mater. Assistant coaches Scott Chapman and Chad Withrow. Katie Murphy, 5'5", 8th grader, averaging 3 points a game. Elizabeth Bertram, 5'7", senior, 18.6 points a game. Raven Ennis, a 5'9", sophomore, averaging 8 points a game and 4.2 rebounds. Carly Delk, 5'9", senior, 8.3 points and nearly 5 rebounds a game. And Eve Jackson's a 5'9", senior that averages just over 7 points a game for the Trojanettes. Of course, Elizabeth Bertram is signed to play college basketball next year at Campbellsville University. She was voted the number 1 player in the 4th region in the preseason coaches poll. So there's your lineups. We're about a minute or so away from the national anthem, and we'll remind you that tonight's officials are Terry Baldwin, Mark Curry, and Tony Franklin. And the officials, Scotty's Contracting and Stone, committed to providing all customers the same level of highest quality, no matter the size of the project. We'll get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. First quarter of action brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. And you're listening to our broadcast here on 103.7 Nash Icon, WHHT-FM, Cave City, Glasgow. And we're online, the new 104thescore.com. We'll return after this break for the tip-off of tonight's game between the Trojanettes and the Lady Scotties as you're listening to Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Back at Glasgow High School, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Michelle Murphy taking care of our stats tonight. Here courtside from Glasgow High School. Trojanettes to our left, dressed in black uniforms, burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold. And the Trojanet fans across the way from us, Student section over to our right in white tonight. Is it white out? Is that what that is?
Just be a good guess.
Huh?
Good guess on white out there.
And then the Glasgow Lady Scotties down to our right. They'll be in their home white uniforms, Columbia blue, trim, letters, and numbers. And the Dog Pound down to our left. Good crowd here tonight on a Friday night, the first Friday in 2020.
Our side, as you said, is packed. There were people waiting at the door to get in when they let everybody in at 5 o'clock. So our student section did a good job filling up their part of it. So it'll be a loud, raucous environment like it always is in this smaller gym, probably the smallest gym in our district when you really think about it.
That is true. Of course, I was in some small gyms last week. Berea, they have 2 gyms over there. And one of the gyms, bleachers, we sat between the bleachers, stage across from us. And the other one's kind of a round shape. I think you may remember that one.
Yeah, we played there when...
we set up at the top.
Actually, we played in Berea when I was a senior or junior.
Yeah.
I remember that round gym for sure.
So that's the new gym they just added a few years ago where they could play more games, 16-team tournament that they had at Berea. Raven Ennis in the jump circle for Barren County. Justin Stinson still in the huddle with his starting 5. Barren County moving left to right as we see it here from the broadcast table, right next to the Barren County bench. And Ashanti Gore will be in the jump circle for the Lady Scotties. Team, and Tony Franklin will step in to toss it up. Here we go. It'll be controlled by the Lady Scotties. Sansley Adwell will start things out, playing the point. Angles off to the right side, looking inside there. Knocked away by Delk, but taken in there by McMurtry. Now here's Adwell, and Murphy trying to go for the steal. Keeps the dribble going, feeds it there to Gore inside, puts up the shot. It is coming off. Rebound to Eve Jackson.
Didn't catch it so she could turn and score.
Down court, here's Bertram. Stepping at the right elbow, throwing it up. Shot no good for Ennis. And here's Adwell in the backcourt with it for the Lady Scotties. Sends it off the right side to McMurtry. McMurtry looking for Gore. Can't find her. Back out it comes to Adwell. Adwell out top against Katie Murphy. And now dribbled it off her foot, picks it back up, put it back down to the floor. Now getting pressure, trying to get the screen there. Goes left, one step too many for Adwell. And a traveling violation.
2 terrific positions on defense. Katie's done a great job with ball pressure. And we forced Gore not to catch it on the blocks. He had to catch it out on the elbow and make a move. So got to put points on the board now in our end.
Katie Murphy to set things up for the Trojanettes, directing traffic out there. Sends it off the right side. And it's Eve Jackson. Over the left to Bertram. Fires up a 3-pointer. No, off the front of the rim. Rebound to Gore for Glasgow. Outlet pass comes to Adwell. Picked up some steam. Going to the basket. Puts it up, and it's going to drop in. Hit the back of the rim. Bounced a couple of times and fell in. Glasgow takes the first lead of the ball game at 2-0. Bertram's got it, top of the key, hands it off to Ennis. Ennis drives right side. Here's Murphy with a 3-point shot. Good! Knocked the bottom out of it.
Good driving kick there. Katie was ready to shoot the score.
The People's Bank 3-point shot. People's Bank in Glasgow working for you. Trojanettes now up 3-2. Here's Dynasty Page in a trap. Flips it off now to Adwell. Fires it down underneath the Bradley. Shot blocked by Jackson. She comes up with a basketball. Eve Jackson. Diagonal pass. Batted up in the air. Caught by Ennis. Hooks it off the left side. Bertram the 3. Yes!
2 threes. Going down for us.
Barren County 6, Glasgow 2. 5:55 to go first quarter. Bradley in a trap, gives it off to Page. Page races across the timeline. Angles off right, goes to the basket, puts it up. No, it rolled off. Gore with the offensive board, puts it back up and in. And a foul.
That's where we cannot allow them to beat us. Bradley's only hit 1 shot other than a 3 all year long. She missed that layup. We got to clean up.
Gore at the line, 57.7% shooter. Missed it. Rebound to Murphy. Outlet pass up the left side. It comes to Bertram. Bertram with a crossover dribble back behind the arc. Bounces it off in the corner. Batted away by Bradley and out of bounds. Trying to go to Jackson with it. Bertram out of the side to toss it in. Comes out to Murphy. Now Murphy swings it right side to Jackson. Had an open look. Trying to spin in there, and she traveled.
They've left the right side of the floor open for us twice. They did it for Elizabeth. She kicked it out. We did it, had it there, and we didn't score.
So Adwell dumps it off to Page. Page in the backcourt getting pressure. Lobs it up court now to Bradley. Bradley's going to drive to the basket. Lays it up and in. Nobody tried to stop her.
So concerned about Gore that nobody literally cuts her off.
On the other end, Jackson goes under. Lays it up too strong. And now here comes Glasgow back the other way. Adwell had it swiped away by Murphy. Saved it in bounds. And Jackson's got it for the Trojanettes. Jackson fires it off to Bertram. Bertram goes into the paint, steps back, shoots the shot, and a foul from behind on Adwell. Adwell tried to block it from behind, and that'll be her first, Glasgow's first of the ball game. Elizabeth Bertram, 67.5% foul shooter. Puts it up and missed that one. Knocked down the three a little bit ago, which is her 30th three-point shot of the year.
Need a little bit of break here to give Coach some time to talk to our kids on how to fix our press. If we're going to press, we got to fix the backside.
Bertram hits one of two to give Barren County a 7-6 lead. Page gets the ball in play to Adwell. Adwell in the backcourt, fires it cross court. Bradley chases it down and now looks for help. Dumps it off to Gore. Gore against Delk, trying to push her way in, and Jackson reaches in to try to tie it up, and it is a jump ball. And possession arrow to the Trojanettes.
Right now, we're doing exactly what the scouting report says. We're coming off the ball to double-team Gore, and she's having a little trouble with our double team.
Katie Murphy into the front court with it for the Trojanettes. Hands it off out there to Ennis. And here's Jackson for a three. It's short. Barely skipped off the right side of the rim. Here's Page with it for the Lady Scotties. Races right side, throws it back behind her to Adwell. Adwell has her pocket picked by Murphy, and they reach in to tie it up. Glasgow will get it on the alternating possession.
Katie's 5'5", giving away 3 or 4 inches there to Adwell, but she's doing a good job. She's putting it out in front of her, doing a good job getting her hands on it, disrupting the dribble.
Page will throw it out to Adwell. Adwell leaves it with Page out front. 4:18 to go first quarter. Barren County 7, Glasgow 6. Page, they come to set a screen for her out top. Cuts back left against Raven Ennis. Flips it off to Adwell. Throws it back to the right side. McMurtry fires up the three. It's coming off high. Rebound loose. Picked up by Gore. Goes back up with it and puts it in.
Yeah, Gore blocked out, but everybody else didn't do their job.
4 points for Gore, and it's 8-7. Ball's tipped away by Bradley out of bounds in front of the Glasgow bench down to her right. So Trojanettes will keep the basketball here. 3:50 to play in the first quarter. With Bertram to toss it in. Gets it in the corner. Raven Ennis has a shot blocked by Adwell and out of bounds.
A long time to turn square and get her shot off, and an excellent time to ball fake and shoot a layup.
Because Adwell got long arms, standing at 5'11". Comes out to Jackson. They feed it into Bertram. Steps back, shoots it, top of the key. Got it. 2-pointer. 9-8. Barren County back on top by 1. There's a pass to Page. Page now bounces it off to Adwell. Adwell breaks to the middle. Angles off right. Drives in. And a pass or shot up no good. Rebound, whistle. What we got? Jump ball. And possession arrow to the Trojanettes.
Carly was in front of Gore, but she's got to displace her a little bit more for the official to call a foul.
Barren County's basketball leading 9-8 over Glasgow with 3:20 to play here in the first quarter. Murphy to the top of the key. Left side, it goes to Bertram. Thought about the three. Defended out there by Page. They swing it back to the right side of Murphy. They feed it now to Bertram. Steps back behind the arc. Out of the corner. Three, bottom.
Elizabeth cut to the right side, didn't like it, so she stepped out and shot a difficult shot, but hit it.
Peoples Bank 3 for Elizabeth Bertram. Here's a pass thrown away, but that goes in the corner for a 3 from McMurtry. And an offensive rebound by Adwell back to McMurtry. Feeds it into Gore, goes under, puts it up and in.
I think that's Adwell's second offensive rebound. And both times, Gore's ended up with the putback.
12-10. Ennis Trying to make a move, knocked away, stolen. Bradley's got it out in the open floor. Goes in for the left-handed layup. Got it.
Got the passing lane and really, to be honest, you handed it to him.
12-12. 2:23. Here's a three-pointer. Good for Bertram. 3 in a row.
Elizabeth's doing it right now. We need to find a way to make opportunities for her to get open and shoot the three.
Bertram with 12 points here this quarter. She's got 12 of Barren County's 15. Pass deflected out of bounds by Ennis. As the Trojanettes try to pressure, they're going to come back out of it now and set up. It's Dynasty Page. Handles the basketball for the Lady Scotties. Still on the dribble. Just under 2 to go. Crossover move left. Pass broken up in there. Loose ball. Bertram's got it for the Trojanettes. Bertram crossover left. Goes under. Stops. Up and under shot. Off the glass. No good. Ball's tapped out. Bradley's got it for Glasgow. Bradley pushes it down the floor. Spins back left. Almost walked with it. And probably should have been a walk there. Then the pass is thrown away. It's going to stay with the Lady Scotties. Macy Lockhart, 5'9" freshman, checks into the Trojanet lineup, just averaging over 5 points a game. In for Glasgow is 25, Mia Cassidy, 5'6" freshman. Minute 33 to go, first quarter. Barren County 15, Glasgow 12. Here's Adwell, top of the key, behind the back dribble. Stops the left elbow, has it knocked away. Lockhart's got it. Flips it off to Bertram. We've also got Janae Bradley in the ballgame, 5'9" freshman. Here's Lockhart from 17. It's no good. Rebound to McMurtry for Glasgow. Gives to Adwell, crosses midcourt. 1:10 left in the quarter. Adwell going right side against Murphy. Driving strong to the bucket is going to be fouled. And that'll be Katie Murphy's first personal, number 2 on Barren County here in the first half. And Ansley Adwell at the line, a 61.5% foul shooter on the season, puts it up and in.
I think both teams right now are doing a good job defensively of doing exactly what they need to. We're able to switch on their flat screens, and they're giving us the right side of the floor, which we don't want. So
15-14, Adwell gets both free throws. 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Murphy with a basketball for Barren. Feeds it in there to Bertram in the lane. Underneath the Delk. Puts it up and in. Didn't know if that was going to come out of there or what. Kind of hung up on the back of the rim. 17-14. And a bad pass. Bertram, 18-footer. Bounces high. Bounces in. Wow. What soft touch.
In the friendly rim, Glasgow and Stinson wanted it to hit the cable on the backboard, but it didn't.
Here's a pass to right corner. Short will fire 3. Air ball. Gore with the offensive board. Back out to Adwell. Drives it right down the lane. Puts it up and in.
Third offensive putback.
19-16. Here's Bertram, crossover move, back and forth, steps back to the left elbow, out to Murphy. Here's Raven Ennis driving strong to the bucket, puts it up. Oh, it spins out.
Great move. Had a wide open layup.
Adwell with a basketball, 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Adwell trying to come off the screen, throws up the shot over the backboard out of bounds. That does it for the first quarter. It is Barren County 19, Glasgow 16. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. You're listening to Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.
Thinking about life insurance? What if you could make
1037 Nash Icon.
Second quarter presented by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. From Glasgow High School, Trojanettes 19, Lady Scotty 16.
We let Glasgow shoot 77% from two. They were 7 of 9 from the field. Most of those paint points and did not hit a three. We got to do a little bit better job where they catch it on our defense.
Dynasty Page to set it up for the Lady Scotties. They got Bradley up to set a pick. Goes left side with it. Hands it off now to, that's Janae Bradley, number 10. Now, Ansley Adwell giving it out to Kayla Bradley. Goes to the basket. Blocked in there by Ennis. Pulled down by Lockhart. She gives it off to Ennis. Left side it goes to Bertram. Stops and pops the three-pointer. No. Rebound to Kayla Bradley for Glasgow. Outlet pass comes up the left side to Page. Now Page around the top of the horn against Lockhart. Looking for Adwell. Oh, they've got away with a walk there. Then the whistle from the official.
Missed the first one, got the second one. Elizabeth missed there, but we were 4 of 7 from 3 in that first quarter. That's the main reason we're ahead by 3 right now. Early in the second quarter, we shot, looked like 46% overall in the first period.
Here's Raven Ennis, leaves it out with Bertram on the left side. Bertram covered up there by Bradley. Out it comes to Carly Delk. Right side, Eve Jackson pulls the trigger. Rim's no good. Crashing aboard is Lockhart. Lockhart dribbling out of trouble. Into the corner now to Trap. Gonna have to do something with it. Bounce in there to Delk. Out it comes to Ennis. Ennis driving. Hooks it off in there to Lockhart. In a lot of traffic. And a foul called on Adwell, I believe. If it is, that's 2.
Be a big foul. She wasn't shooting because she was kind of turned back to the basket. So we'll get it out underneath. Big foul.
So Adwell will come out. McMurtry had to replace her at 6:42 to play in the first half.
It changes how we guard for sure because they have one big scorer on the bench.
Comes out to Bertram. Right side of the key. Goes left side over to Ennis. Left elbow shot is going to come off. Rebound's tapped to Gore. She'll give it to Page. Page will set things up. 6:25 to play here in the first half. Barren County with a 3-point lead, 19-16. Now Page, little head fake, goes left, goes to the basket, puts it up, it comes off, and Delk mishandled the rebound. Gore was on her back, but no whistle, and then they steal it. Here comes Bertram, racing down, going in for the shot, no good, but a foul.
A little too hard to get it to go for that one.
Foul is going to be on McMurtry, her first, team's third.
It's kind of like Carly did exactly what I said. She was in front of her and displaced her, so I'm not sure what else we got to do to get it over the back. I know it's not over back, but it's a push and a foul.
Right. Bertram's free throw, no good. She's 1 of 3 from the stripe after scoring 13 points in the first quarter. Katie Murphy back to the court for Barren. For Raven Ennis, free throw is good this time for Elizabeth Bertram. It's her 14th point. Barren leads it 20-16. Page was double team. Here's Bradley going back to Page with it. She'll bring it across the midcourt stripe.
Got to switch this flat screen that they have out front.
And now Murphy switches off on Page. Murphy trying to stay with her. Goes to the corner, curls out, in trouble, needs help, bounces it off, ball's loose on the floor, picked up by Janae Bradley. Back out to Page, fires up a long 3 and drains it. Their first 3-pointer of the ball game, and it's 20-19, Barren County. Bertram, cut off, pass down and low. Delk with a hook shot, banked it in off the window.
How about that little added offense from Carly with the hook shot?
For the People's Bank shot, 22-19. Barren County with a 3-point lead. Page floats it up court to Bradley. Throws it in the middle there. Gore breaks under, puts up the shot. It's going to count, and they're going to call a foul.
That's just a smart basketball play by Gore. She knew where Carly was, and that was behind her, so she actually leaned backwards to draw the contact to get the and one.
So Delk will have to go to the bench with 2 fouls. And Gore at the line. 0 for 1. Shot goes up. It's no good. Rebound to the Trojanettes. Katie Murphy sends it left side over to Bertram. Bertram fires a diagonal pass there to Lockhart. Inside, puts up the shot. Banked it in off the window.
Good job with the left hand.
Lockhart, good move inside. 24-21 Trojanettes. Pass comes up court to Bradley. Bradley down the middle of the lane. Goes for the basket. It's no good. Gore puts it back up and in, and a foul.
Same thing. What is that? I know it's at least 4 offensive rebounds and putbacks. It might be 5 offensive rebounds and points.
Raven is her first personal, number 4 in the Trojanettes. Here in the first half, and Gore's at the line. And she puts it up, and it's going to rattle in there.
So at least a third of their 28 is because we did not get a defensive rebound. They got the putback.
She's got 11 points now, ties it up at 24. Ennis with the basketball, trying to make a move against Gore. Puts it up, partially blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojanettes.
Carly, to be honest with you, did a terrific job on Gore.
Yeah.
Her second foul has really limited us.
Murphy, right of the bucket, throws it out to Eve Jackson in traffic. Now here's Lockhart going up the baseline, and we're going to get a foul call on Glasgow. And this one will be on Kayla Bradley. Her first, team's fourth. 2 shots for Macy Lockhart, 65.5% foul shooter on the season so far. First one is up, bounces off the rim. Barren County only 2 of 5 at the foul line here in the first half. 24-24, 4.5 to go, second quarter. Free throw by Lockhart's good. 25-24, Trojanettes with a 1-point lead. Page gets it inbounds to Gore, sends it off to Bradley. Bradley, left side, lost the handle and tipped it out there to McMurtry and slapped out of bounds by Jackson.
I think we're going to drop back off the pressure. I really like us better in the half court than I do the full court right now because of their limitation without Adwell out there.
So Page will circle it out for the Lady Scotties with 4:16 to play here in the first half. Page, little head fake, goes right side with it, drives, leaves it off with McMurtry. McMurtry shoves it back off to Bradley. Now to Page, another long 3 from that same spot, no good. Rebound to Gore. Gore puts it up in the lane. It's good and a foul.
Outworking us. She chased down the loose ball right now, and she's single-handedly almost beating us.
So now Ennis with 2 fouls. Delk with 2. Liberty Rice checks in 5'5" junior for Macy Lockhart. And the score back of the line. She's got 13 points, 7 of this quarter. And only half the quarter gone. Free throw comes off. Rebound to Ennis. Here's Bertram trying to get around Page, and a foul on Dynasty Page. That'll be her first, the team's 5th. Glasgow has a 1-point lead, 26-25. 3:56 to play here in the first half. Bertram looking, gets it inbounds to corner to Jackson. Pass was deflected up in the air. Ennis trying to work against Gore, puts it up and in.
Textbook up and under move. And if there was ever a time for us to play zone, it would be right now. But I mean, we just don't play it. Therefore, we don't practice it, so it's hard to do it on the fly.
Right.
And we'll just stay with the man.
27-26. Trojanettes back on top by 1. Page with it out front between the circles. Got Bradley posted up in there to set a screen. Down to 3:23 to go in the second quarter.
And this is a good adjustment by Stinson, bringing Gore up to set the screen so we can't switch.
Now to give to Gore. She'll leave it off with McMurtry. McMurtry now turns and hands it back to Gore. Working inside, puts up the shot. Good.
It's tough. When she catches it 2 feet from the basket, she's going to score.
28-27. Murphy out to Rice. Rice will send it out top of the key to Ennis. Ennis with a crossover move and a spin move. Kicks it back to Bertram. Steps back, shoots the 3, and it's no good. Rebound to McMurtry for Glasgow. Page into the front court on the right side. Will go in for the shot. Hits the side of the backboard. Loose on the floor. Bertram's got it. Shovels it out there to Ennis. Got a 3-on-2. Underneath her, Jackson laying it up and in.
Good job running the floor. Katie and Eve both ran the floor. Gave us some options to get a fast break point. Been few and far between tonight.
29-28. Barren County back on top by 1. 2:23 to play here in the first half. Page with the basketball out front. Working off the screen from Gore. Drives right side, leaves to McMurtry out of the corner for three. No. Offensive rebound, but Bradley. It's Caleb Bradley. Shovels it out, knocked away, stolen. Bertram's got it. Bertram will drive against Page. Stops from the 10-footer. Got it. First basket of the second quarter for Elizabeth Bertram.
We'll call that a fast break point, too. We need some more of those points off turnovers.
31-28, Barren County, minute 47 to play in the first half. Page with the basketball.
For some reason, they're trying to slow the game down.
Yeah. Drives right side, goes in traffic, whistle, traveling violation.
Our two bigs are in foul trouble. We'll take Raven out. So if they want to shorten the game, to be honest with you, I like that just as well as anything else in the scenarios.
Taylor Harlow, 5'9" freshman, is checked into the Trojanet lineup for Raven Ennis, who goes out with those two fouls. 31-28, Liberty Rice with it out front on the right side. Gives it out to Bertram, trying to drive around Bradley. Goes inside, flips up the shot. Good. What a move by Bertram.
That was a split the defender for sure. Now we got to play some defense.
33-28, Barren County, a minute 16 to play before halftime. Page with the basketball for Glasgow, directing traffic, angles off to the right side of the dribble. Bertram out guarding her. One hand pass in the corner of McMurtry, and it's slapped away by Jackson and taken away from her by Jackson. Jackson, left side, over to Bertram. Bertram, little crossover move, stops, baseline, shot, good!
How well she played. I don't want to put a jinx on her, but she's put us on her back and knocked down some big shots.
35-28, Trojanettes, their largest of the ball game. 45 seconds to play in the first half. Page with the basketball out front, almost near the midcourt stripe. Bertram backing off on defense. Down to 33 seconds to play. And now Bertram applying a little pressure. Bounce pass right corner. They work it into Gore. Back to Page. Three in the air. In and out. Rebound Bradley. Pushing it back up and in off the window. Delay game. Okay.
They grabbed the ball when it came to the rim. We'll have it 15 seconds. Plenty of time to run something, but we definitely want the last shot.
35-30, 13 seconds to play in the first half. Bertram with the basketball against Janae Bradley. Crossover move, heads the basket, puts it up, got it. 37-30. Page stops and pops a long three. No good. And that's the end of the first half. Trojanettes 37. The Lady Scotties 30. We'll come back with halftime in a moment. Brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. As you're listening to Barren County High Basketball, presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon.